He was retired for 4 years, and he come back and fought straight Barrios for the WBC. That shouldn't have happened.
That shouldn't happen. It shouldn't have.
It just, in football we say the game's gone. They say the game's gone.
Game's gone.
That's why in boxing we need that phrase as well.
Listen.
Or would you think in styles?
For his weight, was an unbelievable puncher, and I can't punch. So, not really. I feel like I've got my own sort of style. Like, I can't picture anybody that I kind of box similar to. I've already got a plan of ring walks, things like that.
We're still a far away time from there, Mikey. So
many years
we're still a long time away from that.
I just want one day to end my career in Portsmouth. Just one fight. I owe it to the people of Portsmouth.
That would be amazing, man.
To try and get the all back would be in my mind.
I didn't even know you could do that, bro.
You know what I mean? I don't think it would be in my mind.
I didn't even know you could do that. I thought maybe suing him for, like, I don't know, damages or something. He got his all back. Like,
because so many people can go back then. I think, what was it? Dylan White, Oscar Rivers, someone.
Yeah, Oscar Rivers, loads of people.
It cost him a lot of money to get that all back, but...
Yeah, a lot of legal.
Yeah, but... When he goes to sleep at night,
he knows he's not. He knows he's not. No,
he knows he's been dropped. I'd won the fight before I even got in the ring, and
so you had no doubt you're gonna win going into it.
Yeah, but it wasn't until that moment when I got my hands raised and like I took everything away from him. I was talking to him in the fight, talking to his corner. Like mentally, he lost that fight. I can't believe you guys normally talk football on this.
Yeah,
we do.
We've done 45 minutes of pure
boxing.
And both of your knowledge in boxing is probably better than mine.
I know when it comes to Premier League, from the last time I spoke to you, you're still back in the gigs you're playing in the wing.
My guy.
You know, from the weekend, team of the week, you've got to put Morgan Rogers in it.
Yeah. So you know what we're talking about.
I'm mad, but I have to.
I don't.
It is unreal, innit?
That was you got a brace.
So, that won't make the air anyway. That's fine. That's off the air. But yeah, man. So what? We live, baby. Yeah.
We're live, man. Two up top. Mikey, we got a guest, by the way. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
You know
so
the
we're
drill.
Gonna keep bringing this guest. He's not cheap. You know what I mean? Mr. Portsmouth himself.
The one and only
Mr. McKinson. How's the guy, my bro?
It's been a while.
I know. That's not a good way to start. I say I've not been relevant. You're still relevant wherever you are, man.
I know. Just
it's not been a busy office. You've not been active. So tell us about your year, innit? How's it been?
It's probably been my worst year in my career.
Professional, yeah.
Yeah, like I've been a pro. I think I'm in my 11th year now. Obviously, I took a loss about 15 months ago, then bounced back with a win. So
that was towards December, innit?
Yeah, so I came into 2025 with kind of like the mindset of, right, let's prove people wrong again and let's go. And the phone hasn't been ringing, and I've spent a lot of time away from family. I've had a baby at home, and so I've made the sacrifices this year. I've just not been able to be active. I've not been able to fight. But hopefully, going into the new year, there's a bit of a plan. Talking to a few people at the moment, so 2026. Hopefully, there's a little bit of news and a kind of a plan to stay active. I'm 31.
Yeah.
That's still young for a boxer, you know.
I've not took many big shots.
31 is young for a boxer.
These days, anyway.
Especially
look
if
at the
you're
people
not
that are doing crazy things right now. The Terence Crawfords and that 36s, 38s.
Exactly.
The thing is, I've been a professional a long time, so people think I'm old, but I'm not.
You've just been around for a longer time.
But it is important at my age right now, in my prime, to be active and so I feel like I've wasted a year a little bit. I've like my sponsors are relying on me to fight, and I haven't been able to fight. So and they're still backing me. So
have you been offered any opportunities that you looked at and you were like, nah, I don't. That just doesn't work.
Not a lot. There's been a couple that are just stupid, that short notice or things like that. So you know, the few opportunities I've been given they want to give you zero chance. You know?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no. And but other than that, it hasn't really been great getting opportunities and stuff. But the more active I am and the more I'm fighting, the easier it'll be. So 100%. 2026, like my brother Lucas, he was out in Boston last month, and although he didn't fight, he still managed to do an exhibition and stuff like that in the States. So
you were out there sparring as well.
I was out there sparring. Yeah, I've not stopped this year, but I was out there sparring, and who knows, that could be an option in 2026 to go over and like have some fights over there to stay active, and then but who knows? We'll know more going into the new year.
Yeah. So going into the new year, ideally, if they could say to you, like, give us like 3 top fighters that you would really want to fight in 2026. What fighters are we looking at?
Well, ideally, the first fight, because I haven't fought in so long, probably not a name. And then we go straight in for...
But what names do you want?
It's good to be real as well.
Once you've sharpened up.
Yeah.
Because some people be like, my first fight, give me this, but... No.
Listen, no, I've had like chats and stuff, and me being a boxer and not fought for a long time, and bear in mind, when I don't fight, I don't get paid, you know, I would take the biggest fight there is, but realistically, we've had chats with my dad and my management team and stuff, and it's important to be active first.
Like in an ideal,
but what names you've got floating about the welterweight division now? Listen, the one that's not realistic that I'd always love is the Conor Benn fight. And that's a name that's always going to be relevant alongside me doing interviews and walking around Portsmouth and stuff. In fact, I bumped into him at a show on Wednesday.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
He
Speak to him?
He leant over, shook my hand, but he was busy. And to be fair, when I shook his hand off, I felt like a fake a little bit. Listen, I don't like Conor Benn. I don't like Conor Benn, but for what, like the 2 fights with EUBANK, and he deserves my respect fully.
He got paid, didn't it? Fair play to him, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, he put it on the line. He deserves credit to go in there. Everyone does, to be fair, that steps into the ring. But yeah, definitely.
I'll give him more credit for the first fight than the second fight, to be honest, because he surprised me. And then, listen, he's not a world-class boxer, but he's got great attributes. That he's great for the TV. He's great, he sells himself great. He's got a massive heart, decent enough chin, and he can punch, exciting style. And the first fight, how exciting was it to watch? And the second fight, there was something clearly wrong with EUBANK. Take nothing away from Conor Benn, because he showed up and done his thing, but
it was that first fight.
The first fight. It was incredible. I was on the edge of my seat. Like,
coming into the second one, did you think he would do it the second one?
I thought Ben. I still would have probably, not knowing how the camp went for you, I probably would have still backed him, but I feel like when you've got a young fighter and an old fighter, and they have such a hard fight, it's the young fighter that grows from that.
And 100%.
I would have gave Ben more of a chance in the second fight. Well, I did, and after kind of like 2 rounds, I kind of knew how it was going to go.
Pretty clear, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it sad to see, really. Like, not a massive EUBANK fan, but in the 2 fights with Conor Benn, I've been pure team EUBANK, you know. I think he was brilliant.
So have you as well.
But I just like EUBANK. I've just liked the EUBANKs from the father, bro.
I sparred him when I was 18.
Yeah. How was that?
In Portsmouth. He came to Portsmouth.
He did?
Yeah.
How was it?
You know, he was sparring the bigger pros at the time. He was coming down every couple of weeks and sparring them, a few different people. And I was about 3 weights lighter, and I was a kid, and there wasn't enough bigger guys that day, so I jumped in for 3 rounds with him, and
experience.
And to be honest with you, he couldn't catch me.
I'm not surprised, to be fair.
And afterward, and bear in mind, EUBANK, when he did turn pro, he wasn't the greatest. You know, he wasn't. But he kind of like thought, like, who's this young kid? I did the best, but no, it's over the last year, I've become a fan of EUBANK. I think the way he sold the fight, like, without the egg.
It's entertaining. He's entertaining.
Well,
he
is
had
it the
them all.
scumbag?
Like-
Scumbag.
The press conferences was
And
amazing.
I think it's the way he delivers as well. It's calm. He don't raise his voice. His voice don't change
oh,
tempo.
he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He takes his time. If you interrupt, he'll wait. He'll then get to his point. He's very eloquent. I like it, man.
Yeah.
He had Eddie and all sorts.
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
Eddie
he
didn't
did.
know what to do in the end.
Didn't let him
Last
speak.
time he came with the cards, didn't it?
Didn't let him speak. Yeah, didn't let him speak.
Yeah,
Eddie was talking about. I just want to say something about Ricky Hatton. And he said, no.
Yeah.
No one.
I
Said
didn't like
anything.
the fact that I don't think it was even about Ricky.
It's
Hatton.
nothing
I
to
think
do
he
with
just used
Ricky.
that.
Yeah.
I think he just used that just to make
Also,
him.
you think that
seem
Eddie,
look
Eddie was
bad,
using
innit?
that
I
to
know.
say that, okay, well, we know this prick's not going to let me talk, and now look what he's doing. He's not letting me talk
They-
about Ricky.
Yeah, they made a big thing of Conor Benn's the people's champ. In both build-ups to both fights, Chris Eubank was the people's champ.
It was.
Yeah, true.
Like people were forgetting Conor Benn failed drug tests. What 3 years ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
People need to remember what type of person he is. But
This is what we were talking about last time here with Richard, and I was saying I hate the fact that they're talking about mandatory,
when he hasn't fought at welterweight for 3 years,
and he was banned.
Yeah.
Like really, like
And I agreed with you. I said I don't think that it's
You know,
deserving. It's like you can't. If someone gets an opportunity for whatever it is, I don't personally think, oh no, he don't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. I think cool, fair play to you. But if you were to ask me, I think there's an order. You beat your mandatory. You beat ranked fighters, highly ranked fighters, and then when you're mandatory, if you get made mandatory, no one can argue with that. It's what was Dylan White? What was he like mandatory for 360 something? You know what I mean? So there's people that actually do things to get into positions, and then there's people that because of their name or their promoter or their backing. So I can see that's clearly what's happened here. But at the same time, if he does become mandatory, or if he is, I don't know what the situation is.
no, he is. He's mandatory.
He's mandatory. Is it for the-
Completely
It's
jumped
crazy,
the queue.
isn't it?
That is jumping the
WBC,
queue.
innit?
Yeah.
WBC. innit?
But
That's
it's
jumping the queue,
similar
yeah.
to- you had Manny Pacquiao, who was retired for 4 years,
Mhm.
and Manny Pacquiao's a legend,
True.
but he was retired for 4 years, and he come back and
The Barrios
fought
was-
straight
Yeah.
Barrios for the WBC.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen. Yeah, that's
it shouldn't
that,
have.
And
It just in football we say the game's gone.
WBC,
They say the game's gone.
game's
innit?
gone. Game's gone.
That's why in boxing we need
Yeah.
that phrase as well. man.
The WBC, their Terence Crawford, well, he just dropped their belt, didn't he?
Yeah.
Talking about the sanctioning fees. What do you think about that? The sanctioning fees and the Terence Crawford and
yeah, he outed them a little bit. Like, we want to know where these,
Monies are
was it
going.
like 3%?
Yeah.
3%. Because they say it's supposed to go to support the old champions and all that stuff. innit?
But there's no proof. Like,
Yeah.
we want to know, because all of these world champions are paying.
a lot of people pay sanctioning
Sanctioning fees.
fees.
Ivan,
don't they?
what's his name? No, what's his name? James Tony should that's the first person that should, if I see a check
You want to see it go
to James Tony, especially James Tony.
Why does he put in work? Yeah.
I know he put in work, and now I feel like he needs it, bro.
Do
That
you
check.
reckon? He still seems like he's still well spoken. Like
He's not well
No,
spoken
so,
like
yeah.
that. He's not well
Is
spoken
he
like
not?
that, man.
So
Is it
about 2 years ago, I was in the build up to, so about 18 months ago, I was out in Philadelphia, and then the next state along is New Jersey, and they do the International Boxing Hall of Fame once a year there, and I had the day off, so I got the train to Atlantic City on my own to this Hall of Fame, and I met James Toney.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I met James Toney, Shannon Briggs.
Real legend
Lots
of the
lots
game. Yeah,
yeah.
real legend.
But yeah, his speech ain't like it's all
It's-
like,
it's
it's,
not, it's-
hard to understand.
He's probably still fighting, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
somewhere.
mad. He's
Somewhere.
a mad man. He's probably still fighting.
He probably just loves the scrap, innit? He seems like the kind of guy. He seems like the kind of guy.
It's just
Like-
that's what's in him.
Okay,
No,
okay.
in his day, he was incredible.
Yeah, he was
Like,
unreal.
Really was.
He was unreal.
Entertainer as well. Man.
Skill,
Yeah.
power, chin.
Man used to
Yeah.
call the Klitschko the Bitchko brothers.
They call him Lights Out. Was it Lights Out Tony? Yeah, that was his
Lights Out
name.
Tony.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
fighter, great real legend, you know.
They,
But yeah,
they say one of the best middleweights of like his time.
Yeah.
maybe ever.
yeah, probably of all
Until-
time, he'd be
until
ranked.
Roy Jones beat him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And then you have the Roy Jones, yeah, which obviously that's the next level of greatness. One of the greatest fighters ever.
So growing up, who were like your favorite boxers when you were young?
No secret, I think the first fighter I fell in love with, or many people at that sort of time, you either loved him or you hated him, is Prince Nassim.
Yeah.
like he changed the game completely, didn't he? And then you had Roy Jones, which kind of was similar with the entertainment side and stuff like that. They were like the ones that
elite.
when I was young, I loved. And
What about technique wise? Sorry to cut you. Technique wise, when you fight, do you think you take from any of them,
listen,
or would you
Prince
think
Nassim
styles your?
for his weight was an unbelievable puncher,
Yeah.
and I can't punch.
Prince
So,
Nassim.
not really. I feel like I've got my own sort of style. Like, I can't picture anybody that I kind of box similar to, you know.
Is that why they call you awkward? Because it's a style that's just different to everyone else. Then.
Yeah, and I feel like I change a little bit each fight, but as I got older and kind of knew more about boxing and studied boxing more, and you appreciate the likes of Pernell Whitaker and people like that, who was a defensive
Sweet
genius.
P.
Great fighter, yeah.
Like being a southpaw, I would.
Where were we? We were somewhere. We were at a fight somewhere when the days he passed, in it. Because I remember they did the bells in York Hall.
Oh,
Forgot who was fighting. Was it you or Lucas that was fighting? Was it York Hall?
Listen, you've done many fight weeks with the team now. We're 8 years deep.
Yeah, since 2017, isn't it?
2017.
Yeah.
The first fight we were together for
Colin
was
Lyons.
the Colin Lyons fight.
In Mountbatten.
Yeah, I was there that fight.
That was
yeah.
November. Do you know that's the last time I boxed in Portsmouth?
Yeah, I was just
Really?
saying. I was just saying that to someone the
over
other
8
day.
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that fight. I was there at that fight, and I thought, yeah, and yeah, you're right though. It hasn't.
Was you there? Wow.
Yeah, I was there. It's
It was
crazy.
nice, man.
Oh
To see
yeah,
people like
not part of the team, but
Spence
yeah, it was
Fair
like
on there,
yeah,
people
we
like
saw.
Anthony
And I remember
in
thinking
the car park, Mountbatten.
Yeah, I remember thinking it's
Yeah.
great that was Johnny Nelson there or something. I feel like I saw Johnny Nelson, but
I remember those two.
or maybe
for
that
sure.
was a different fight. To be fair, but I remember the Colin Lyons fight. I was there in Portsmouth in Mountbatten, and I remember thinking it's great that you're seeing all these people that you see on TV,
Yeah.
and they're here,
And
right
you
here
won
in
in
our
great
back
fashion
garden.
as well that day.
Oh wow, yeah, I did. Me and my brother both got
Yeah.
knockout wins.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been on the road for 8 years, kind of. But I feel like my last fight in professional boxing, I want to be in Portsmouth again.
That'd be great.
Already got a plan of ring walks, things like that.
We're still a far away time from there, Mikey. Okay, so
many
we're
years
still a long time away
But
from that.
I just want one day to end my career in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Just one fight. I owe it to the people of Portsmouth.
That'd be
because
amazing, man.
You think I wasn't very popular at that sort of point, and then since then I've gone strength from strength of being popular in Portsmouth and stuff. But people have to travel to watch me fight.
Yeah.
So if I can one day fight in Portsmouth again, just the once, I think it'll be great.
Yeah,
I think
man.
that would be amazing. I think that'd be sick.
People need that, innit? Homecoming. But yeah, looking at the scope now, the champions that are there in welterweight. Was it Lewis Crocker?
Lewis Crocker is the IBF.
Devin Haney has 2 now because he beat Brian Norman.
He's got a BC
Yeah,
and the WBO. Yeah, Brian Norman Jr. He's got a WBC. No, is it not?
WBA and WBO it
WBA
must
and
be.
the WBO. Who's
And
got the
then Barrios.
WBC?
Barrios got the
Barrios
other one.
got it.
But the I think he might just have the WBO, Devin Haney, because Rolly Romero
Rolly
the
has one,
WBA,
yeah.
so he must have.
See, but the WBA is weird though, because they have a regular, and they have.
Yeah, they have a regular.
I-
Then there's so out of those champions, Mike. Once you're sharpened up, who would you like to face?
Any of them. I don't think any of them are dangerous. I've sparred Lewis Crocker before, many years ago. I would take that fight in a heartbeat. Then you've got Rolly Romero, which is a weird one because he must be good, but he doesn't look good. Like, do you know, he doesn't.
It looks
look
kind of
good.
dope, innit?
Yeah.
But I used to watch the Mayweather channel back in the day from when I was young. I used to watch because I used to do predictions, and Jeff Mayweather is kind of funny. I've seen him on there for time, and they've rated him like highly. That's where I know him from.
You
From
see,
that channel.
like you see
Before.
the Americans don't rate Rolly.
But
Every
on that
time I
channel,
see
they
like,
rated him
every time I
going
see
up, man.
Shakur talk about Rolly, every time I see Tank talk about Rolly, every time I see Devin Haney talk about Rolly, they all say he's trash. They
I think
don't
one thing
rate
that
him
was
as
for
a
sure.
elite fighter. But Rolly's got power. That's one thing
That's
he
the
does
thing,
have.
yeah.
He's a lefty as well, isn't he? I'm pretty sure Rolly's a southpaw. maybe he's not, but he does have power.
He just doesn't seem smart.
Tank knocked him out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis knocked him out. And he beat Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but he beat a Ryan Garcia after time off, and Ryan Garcia over the last few years
hasn't been.
But they say Mario Barrios is the weakest champion.
Do they?
And that's the reason why Conor Benn wants to fight him. It's his only chance.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think.
To be fair, yeah.
Because all he goes on about is it's Barrios that I want.
Yeah.
Because really, you should be trying to say Lewis Crocker because you're here, innit?
Yeah.
Lewis Crocker would knock Conor Benn out.
I reckon he would as well. I reckon he would as well.
Like,
I'm not. I don't even. I've watched Lewis Crocker fight. I think he's a good fighter. I don't think he's the best fighter. I think he can be hurt himself. If Conor goes in there, guns blazing, and catches him, yeah, he could. But I think Crocker is just a better boxer.
I was impressed with Crocker last time because he had the 2 fights with Paddy Donovan, and the first fight, Paddy Donovan was cruising and obviously got disqualified, and Crocker won the world title through disqualification. Really,
I remember that.
And he had a point to prove, and he came back with kind of a game plan, setting a couple of traps, and dropped Paddy Donovan a couple of times. Great. Don't get me wrong, it was still a very, very close fight because I feel like Paddy won the majority of the rounds, but he impressed me a little bit. Crocker did them.
You know what? After the disqualification, because I watched the first fight and Paddy Donovan was better.
Yeah.
And so when he got disqualified, I kind of thought, well, the rules are the rules, whatever happened. But I thought in the rematch, when I saw that they had made a rematch, I thought Paddy Donovan's going to win. Yeah, I thought he was going to win.
First fight
and then I remember I wasn't watching the actual fight, but I was like checking Twitter, and I saw he got dropped.
Yeah,
like
twice.
multiple. Yeah. and then I think it was like a majority decision. It was still quite a close decision.
Yeah.
On the cards when he went to the judges' scorecards, but obviously Lewis Crocker pulled it off. New IBF champ.
I personally thought Paddy Donovan won the second fight.
The second one anyway, yeah.
But I was impressed with Crocker that like he did score 2 big knockdowns. Yeah. He set some real good traps.
One of the knockdowns was heavy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But listen, he's world champion.
Fair play to him,
yeah. I've seen him out of. He gets big, Lewis Crocker does.
Oh, camp,
yeah, he does get big. I was up in Scotland this year, just before he went in camp for that fight, and he at his gym. We only crossed paths once, but he was he's a big dude.
He's a big lad.
Yeah.
So he's got one of the marbles at 147. And
hey, the best one's Devin Haney.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Whether you like him or you don't, he's the most dangerous 147 was Brian Norman, definitely. And look what he did to Brian Norman. Complete levels the other day.
And I said that as well before the fight. I said this was going to happen. I said, if Devin Haney goes in there and beats Brian Norman, can we not please hear that Brian Norman was not that good? Because by all accounts, Brian Norman was a killer. Yeah. He's definitely got power. He's got dynamite.
Unbelievable knockout record.
Yeah. So, and after the fight, after Devin beat him, I looked on social media, what social media is like. Everyone now starts downplaying Brian Norman and saying that Devin beat him and like. But I said to him, listen, you gotta give him credit because he's taken on who I reckon was probably one of the most dangerous fighters in that division at the time, and he beat him very well. So yeah, fair play to Devin. Like I said, he's always gonna the suing thing. I'm not gonna lie, the suing thing is the thing.
I was gonna ask you this because last time, I was on one, innit? And when I look back at the podcast, I thought maybe I was just going a bit too much because I was like, I think I just don't like David Haney anyway. So I was like, he's
fair.
Bitch, man, for doing that, man.
Fair.
I mean, we've seen people lose, be cheated in the game, come back, get it back in a rematch or whatever. Cotto.
Think your words when you wanted him to get it back in blood.
And I said, that's what I said. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, you as a boxer, what do you think? What do you think of the whole suing to get the all back?
He got it back.
He did get it back.
He actually got it back.
But I actually, when Ryan Garcia he beat him up.
Yeah, and you can't take that away from us anymore.
I wanted Ryan Garcia to
Me
win.
too.
Anyway, and then
Me too.
when it was the drugs test and stuff like that, I was gutted.
Yeah,
was
me
gutted.
too. Me too.
I remember
Yeah.
watching it, but
He didn't just lose a fight; he got beat up.
battered
I
him.
remember watching that, thinking
It battered him.
he's getting beat up. You know, like he got.
So you can't
beat
take
up.
that away from us. Anyway, that can never
Yeah,
be
but no, but look
rewinded.
at-
You can take it, get
I like
it all
to say,
back.
put yourself in his position.
But
That's
that,
what I like to say.
I saw it.
Put yourself in Haney's position,
I would
for
be
example.
looking to rematch you ASAP.
No, but you would be thinking like we're saying that it doesn't matter what he done or the drugs thing. We saw you get beat up, but would you not think that part of the beating I took, had something to do with this fact that this guy was not a level playing field?
Bro, listen.
Or do you think that?
just look to get a rematch?
Do you think it would have
I'll just
happened
look to
anyway?
I don't think. I'm not a boxer anyway, but I don't think to try and get the all back would be in my mind.
I didn't even know
I've
you could
seen
do
people-
that,
do you know
bro.
what I mean? Yeah, I don't think it would be in my mind.
I didn't
bro.
even know you could do that. I thought maybe he's suing him for like I don't know damages or something. He got his all back.
Yeah.
Like when
Because
on
so
his
many
last
people
fight,
can go back then. I think what
Yeah.
was it? Dylan White, Oscar Rivers, someone.
Yeah, Oscar Rivers.
All
Yeah,
these-
loads of
it cost
people.
him a lot of money to get that back. But
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
illegal.
yeah, but when he goes to sleep at night,
He knows he's not.
been knocked out.
He knows he's not.
He
No,
knows he's been dropped.
you know, like in his last fight, they were announcing him. They said something, and I knew he got his all back, but I actually
But your
forgot.
brain-
I know.
but your brain just
you know what I
said
mean?
no.
You know when you're
There's
thinking
no
they're gonna
way.
say 31-1, and I was like, oh shit, yes, oh yeah. I was like, oh, this guy, he actually got it back. It's
So what are
mad.
you saying, then, man? You wouldn't do that then? If you lost to someone and you then
They
found
failed the
out,
drugs test.
yeah, they failed the drugs test.
Now that I know it can be done, of course I would.
But before
Yeah.
you wouldn't have.
No, but then the backlash, people actually dislike him a little bit more because he went through the whole faff of getting the all back.
Yeah,
because
but that's
everyone
just-
knew that Ryan Garcia tested positive for drugs. Let's get that right, okay?
Yeah.
And automatically you get a level of sympathy because you're like, right, I know he lost, but he really lost to a guy that was on PEDs.
Sure.
Yeah, but then that then kind of goes away when you see that he's suing and he's doing this because you're then like, yeah, bro, but come on, man, like
Who had Canelo just beat up when he got found for positive the meat
is
situation?
it Clembuterol?
Who had he just beat up?
Man said it's Mexican beef, or they always say Mexican beef. I
I'm
can't
saying.
remember who he beat up though. I can't remember.
That's
but
what
yeah.
I'm saying. Imagine that person coming back saying, I want to return my record. We knew Canelo would have beat
Do
you
you
anyway.
know what I think is weird in boxing? Yeah, minus the whole suing for and stuff like that. Obviously, what I think is weird is that they don't. Sometimes you don't get automatic rematches. It's almost like what I would want. See if I was Devin Haney's, like you said, exactly what you said. Forget the whole suing. I would want a rematch. But obviously with on a fair playing field, everyone drug tested, so I know he's not on drugs. But that's what I would want. I would want another chance to go back and fight Ryan Garcia on a level playing field.
That's what I was saying.
But boxing, it's not like they can't just. First of all, the other guy's probably going to be banned or
For
suspended
time,
for
come
a
back.
while, so
He's
it doesn't
back now, innit?
doesn't work like that. But it'd be good if I could see them fight again. Basically, I'd like to see them.
I always say
again.
the Cotto Margarita one because for me, I know I'm thinking, but that one is like
glove thing
cement,
was
fam.
mad, yeah,
Do you know what I'm
that
saying?
glove thing was mad.
That really
That's one of the most famous pieces of cheating.
because if the boxing board could do this, then really, in those kind of instances, they shouldn't wait for you to come with your lawyers and say, I want to get it back. They should have said, this wasn't fair. Let's do this. If they know they got the power to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always give that one as an example because that's to me, that's dangerous, bro. I know it's so
It's all
dangerous.
dangerous, bro.
I know it's so
It's all dangerous,
When I think about how Haney was beat up, it is dangerous, isn't it?
brother, they were
Because I've never
whacking
seen
him
Haney like that anyway.
pillar to post.
No.
Bro.
Not like that.
Do you know what's mad? I still feel like he might have lost anyway.
That's the-
I still feel.
Going into the fight, I didn't give Ryan Garcia a big
You
chance.
reckon?
But like, he gets a bad rap because he's not the most exciting, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you think, right, Floyd Mayweather wasn't the most exciting fight.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
Pretty Boy Floyd was.
Yeah.
But Money Mayweather.
early days he was.
Money Mayweather, he
He
wasn't.
wasn't.
No.
He was.
He was brilliant. at
He was
his
hit
job.
and not get hit. He'd tap you all day long, beat you, and you wouldn't even know you'd been in a fight because you weren't necessarily all cut up and beat up because that wasn't his plan. His plan was to make it very clear that I'm touching this guy and this guy's not touching me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned to actually, I really liked him as a fighter, because I started to think that there's actually an art to it.
Sure.
There's clearly an art to it, because he came up against some of the most aggressive fighters. Look at people like Marcos Maidana. He came up against really aggressive fighters, and if everyone could do it, they would.
Yeah.
But yeah, Floyd was one of the best at that, the whole hit and up. And you can tell Devin Haney, he's kind of styled himself. He's almost styled himself off of the Floyd playbook.
Yeah.
Even in the press conference with Brian Norman, he was saying paraphrasing Floyd in many ways. Brian Norman Jr. even had to tell him, stop copying Floyd.
Devin turned pro with Mayweather, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I think he was really young.
They took all the secrets they could and then left camp.
That's what I would do, because Mayweather,
Yeah,
as much as a great fighter is, I don't think he was the greatest promoter, really. Everyone that turned with him ended up.
They were actually training with the dad as well, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul.
One more thing on that. I think Jake Paul went in the fight just to survive and to tell people Anthony Joshua didn't knock me out.
It was pretty obvious
because
as well.
He weren't trying to win.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying.
He was
to
on
win.
his bike and he was not engaging.
And he made AJ look stupid at times. He did.
But you know what?
And AJ, you could see he's getting a little bit frustrated as well.
He's fighting somebody that's really a cruiserweight though. Yeah. AJ's a big guy, they're slower.
Yeah.
But
it's hard. It must be hard. People say like, yeah, you should have got rid of him in 1 or 2 rounds. But when someone's really running, unless you start looking really disorganized yourself and like chasing them and like, you know what I mean? You could look. AJ, there was a potential that AJ could have looked really bad trying to get him out earlier.
Yeah.
And I think I saw something like Dave Allen said something about it, which he was like, I don't care how bad I looked. I would have just chased him down and just started battering him. And I was like, that's basically what you have to do at that point. Because if you want to keep it organized and keep to your boxing, it will take you a few rounds to get rid of someone that's not engaging, running around, and like basically just trying to survive. So it did take him a little while to actually catch up with him.
I just blame Mayweather for all this stuff. When he fought Conor McGregor, I just knew, man.
Started it off.
This is just gonna open a can of worms that we're not gonna be able to stop anymore.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous now, man.
in the influence,
it looked
boxing,
ridiculous, man.
Andrew Tate, he lost, didn't he?
Yeah, I saw that as well. That's another one.
Top G.
But in his loss, he's giving us some nice speeches about losing and carrying on, you know.
Bro, do you know what I will say is, because all I will say is, for someone that speaks the way he speaks, I'd expect him to.
You shouldn't lose to
better
that guy.
at
That guy
fighting.
looks bad. I've seen the highlights of that guy. That guy looks
Andrew
bad.
Tate has experience in fighting.
Exactly.
Before, but a long
Kickboxing.
time ago.
Kickboxing.
He wasn't the greatest then.
Yeah.
But just the way he speaks and the way he talks about male masculinity and defending yourself, and I just kind of expected more. That's all I'm saying. And I know everyone. First and foremost, you have to give credit.
He
and
wanted to fight
respect.
Jake Paul at one point, didn't
That
he?
would end bad for him,
Yeah,
bro.
it
Because
would.
Jake
He would
ain't
get
good, but
knocked
Jake
out.
would ice him. But just the way I kind of looked at it was, I just kind of expected a bit more. I just expected him to be a bit better at fighting. It's quite disappointing, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I didn't. I saw highlights. Yeah.
I see his face afterwards and stuff.
It tells you all.
Oh,
The
so
guy
what,
was a
the-
lot bigger than him. Like he was a big heavyweight.
That chased them
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
I don't
Some
know.
YouTuber, innit? What is it? Love Island guy?
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
he's from
where
Love Island.
But all
And
I did is
I've seen his highlights
I
as well.
saw a
He's
highlight of him
poor.
in his previous fight, but the thing is, dude, people, when you see highlights, you never really know though what it's gonna be like. You could see highlight and someone could look horrible, and then you step in with them and you realize that was their worst moment that's been clipped, and his guys might not be as bad as everyone thinks he is. But that being said, forget about the guy. I saw clips of like Tate, what he was doing, and I just thought, yeah, man, you need to be better, man. You need to be better, especially if you're gonna talk the talk that he talks. But
Yeah, not say, oh, he's 40. Listen, Tony Ferguson's older than that. He won.
yeah.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva. Yeah,
It was
that's
nice
what
seeing him. That was my favorite
that's what
UFC fighter ever.
literally
you know?
when he said that. That's what I thought. I thought,
Yeah.
I swear I just see Anderson Silva knock out Tyron Woodley.
Tyron Woodley, yeah.
And he's
But Tyron Woodley is poor as well at boxing, man. I see. He is poor.
he keeps getting that
I
one.
put his hope
I've
on
seen him
beating
get
Jake
knocked
Paul
out too
before,
many
but I
times,
put hope
bro.
on him before, and that was wrong.
I've
fam.
seen him get knocked out too many times. That to think is good.
Highlight knockout.
Did you catch-
Yeah, I know. He keeps getting highlight knockout reels. Like,
Obviously, you
Bad
caught
ones.
the Canelo and Crawford, innit?
yeah.
So, Crawford. Their
Canelo.
fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Is that what you had on your cards?
Did I think Crawford? I had.
Yeah.
Crawford
I
winning.
put money on.
I put money on
I
it.
put money
yeah?
on Crawford, but
Yeah.
I'd done it on a double for Portsmouth to beat Southampton. That
Oh, I see. It was a
Okay.
draw that day,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a draw, yeah.
I just had a feeling, although their size difference and stuff like that, I just had a feeling. I would never bet against Terence
You
Crawford.
just can't, can you?
Like, I won money on him when he beat Errol Spence. I had knockout round 7-10.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Sick.
But yeah,
Do you know what?
I've met Crawford. He ain't the biggest guy at welterweight.
That's what I keep saying.
I was
though.
bigger than him when I met him. And
That's what. Remember, I said to you. I said I know Terence. I don't want to say he was at 130, but I know he was at 135,
Yeah.
and I know he was at 140.
yeah,
So logic tells me you cannot be that big at 147 or 160 or 168.
I know.
Do you know
To
what
be
I mean?
undisputed.
Do you get what I mean? So
168.
that was the only thing that I was thinking of. I know he's a great fighter, but at some point, if you're able to make 130 or 135, Canelo should be
And
too
my,
big
my
and strong
thing
for
was,
you.
I've seen
Clearly
him get
wrong,
dropped
clearly
in
not.
the lighter weights as well.
I think it'll dry. You've been hurt though. He has been hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, we're speaking about this. Was he dropped or was he hurt?
He was never actually dropped, but he was hurt.
I've seen it.
He was hurt by Gamboa. Hurt him in the
Gamboa,
in the lower
yeah.
divisions. Gamboa hurt him, and one of that one of them mean machine Cavaliuskas or something like that rocked him a little bit in their fight.
He had a few troubles with Jose Benavidez as well, and then
Oh,
knocked
yeah.
him out in the last round.
That's another fight. They hated each other. That
Yeah.
fight. I saw the build up to that fight. They did not like each other.
He's retired at the right time, Terence Crawford. What else can you do? Stepped up
Yeah.
all that way. It's beat anything else. Ain't as good as that.
What do you
Beating
think?
Canelo?
What do you
Also,
think?
what, is it confirmed that he's retired?
Yeah, he's confirmed he's retired.
I didn't even know.
But people, come on, man. Tyson Fury's been retired for
I
how
know,
long? And we
I
know
know,
he's
I
not
know, it
retired.
comes
We
back,
know.
yeah.
I believe it though. I know. Like, what else can he do? He can't.
That's
go
the
up
thing,
and-
innit?
The
That's
rematch,
the thing, yeah.
but apparently, this is to get a bigger bag when the rematch with Canelo comes about. Because I saw some news. Canelo's trainer said that they were interested in a rematch with Terence Crawford.
What's the point, man?
Why?
What's the
Canelo
point,
wants to
man?
get it back. What do you mean? What's the point? He wants a revenge, bro. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
just relax, man.
You think so? Now,
Just
if I was
relax.
Canelo, I'd do it again.
Just relax.
Would you guys rank Canelo as pound for pound best fighter on the planet?
Right now?
No,
No.
I would
right now.
not.
Would you not? Not Canelo, Crawford.
Crawford.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
man.
It's Crawford and Usyk. Who else? Would be in that?
Inoue.
Naoya Inoue. He would be up there. He's definitely in the rankings for
It's
top
just
3 or
where
top
he's a
4.
smaller
It's the
weight.
weight. I was going to say, it's the weight.
but
Isn't it?
he's knocking
That's
people
what
out
gets
like
him.
crazy over there, bro.
I see something on social media a couple of days. He's had 27 consecutive world title fights.
Yeah,
That's insane, innit?
27 world title fights,
That's insane, innit?
and he's never lost, has he?
No.
So that means he's been champion for at least 26 of them.
Is he 4-weight world
You get-
champion or something
You
like
get,
that?
you get what I mean?
Three-weight world
Because
Yeah,
other than the first one where you're fighting to be champ, he's been champ the rest of the time.
Have you seen him when he walks normally as well? You wouldn't think this guy is a boxer. And he's just walking.
The kind of
normally,
guy,
yeah,
if you
no-
mistakenly
yeah.
try him for no reason. Oh my god!
I'd put Crawford at the top. Usyk close second.
Yeah, it'd have to be him then, wouldn't it?
Usyk second,
be.
and I
It's gotta
just
be.
don't see anyone beating him right now, man.
No.
But these guys are old, though. We're talking about Crawford's just turned 37
Usyk is
or
old, yeah,
38.
Usyk is
Usyk
38.
is similar age.
Yeah.
In a way, he's obviously a bit younger. Who else would you put in that? Let's say you had to give a top 5 then. So we've got Crawford, we've got Usyk, we've got Naoya Inoue,
Bivol.
Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah.
You have
He's
to.
a
put him
great
in.
fighter,
Yeah,
especially after he beat the Beterbiev in the rematch.
And it's the 5th. You could put Beterbiev in the as number 5.
He could be
because,
5 as well. Who else?
I'm not sure. Devin Haney's probably creeping in now.
He's close up
He
there.
must be.
He
like-
has to be though. I know people don't want to hear it, but he is. He is. You have
Especially
to give him
since he's
undisputed.
since he's undefeated.
Yeah. No, man said especially since he's undefeated.
Yeah.
Did you
But
watch Benavides and Thingy fight as well?
So
Lions in the camp.
that was on the. So we were. That was the night Lucas fought in Boston.
Yeah.
So we was watching it on and off in the dressing room.
Yeah.
So I watched the Devin Haney fight.
And then you had the.
Yeah, you know, I disappointed a little bit in Anthony Yard. Like, I was a fan of Yard. Like, I became a fan of
Same.
Yard in his losses,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
in his wins. Like going to
True.
Russia to fight Kovalev, and
Yeah.
nearly
Nearly
doing
pulled it off. That would have been great for him.
And then when he fought Beterbiev, like
Yeah.
in
Took
his
it to him.
losses, like he showed massive heart. I just
That one there was disappointing performance because I'm not sure there was much he could do. I just think Benavides is that
He's
good a
just superior,
fighter.
innit? He's just
So
superior fighter.
I'm not actually sure there was actually much he could do, but it was a bit of a beat. It was you know when you're watching a fight, and I like Yard, and you start getting to a point where you're like wincing a bit, like, yeah, they need to stop that now. They need to stop that now.
yeah,
But
I'm a fan of Yard as
What do
well.
you think? What do you think he can do now, Yard? What do you think he can change if he wants to?
Well, he's had 3 cracks at the world title.
some people don't get that many. Some people don't get 1 or 2.
He
so.
was close in. He done brilliant against Beterbiev. Fell apart against Kovalev, but
Mhm.
he's kind of. There's loads of big fights, British fights for him. You got Boatsi.
But it's still, yeah.
You've got all people like that. But them world champions are like Benavides is something else, isn't he?
Just the monster. Yeah.
Bivol. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him in.
I think he's just unfortunate that he's in an era where the champions in his weight class are actual monsters. In different times, maybe a few years prior, and maybe in a few years' time,
Yeah.
he could have got himself a world title, in my opinion. It's just worked out that he's had to fight Kovalev, he's had to fight Beterbiev,
Yeah.
and he's had to fight Benavides.
Yeah.
Come on, man, give a guy a break. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you guys normally talk football on this.
Yeah,
we
man.
do, you know.
We've done 45 minutes of pure
Pure
boxing.
boxing.
And both of your knowledge in boxing is probably better than mine.
Nah. We
Nah,
just
no.
know just the
We know
free
a little
stuff,
bit.
innit?
Okay, so before we round off on the football side, on the boxing side, there's just a few fights that happened this weekend. I don't know if you saw it. Troy Williamson
Yeah.
against Callum Simpson.
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't seen any.
Oi.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. 2022, I had a flight cancelled. We were travelling to Rome. Me, one of my teammates, Matt King, and my dad.
Mhm.
We was at Gatwick. Checked in. Bags had gone. Flight cancelled. No more flights. We had to leave.
Okay.
And I even lost the money. That's why I'll never fly with Wizz Air again. But we got in the car, left Gatwick, drove to Middlesbrough and sparred Troy for like a few days.
Okay.
And they were such physical rounds. And from that
Yeah.
week that I spent there, he's a really genuine guy.
Yeah.
And like people,
He's a nice dude.
yeah, I put a tweet out after he won the other day. I put a little bit of money on, not a lot.
So you had him beating Simpson, yeah?
I thought he had a chance, a
Yeah.
knockout chance, and
Yeah.
I tweeted like somebody like that 2 years ago. People writing his whole career off.
Yeah, I see him took a
couple
few
of
losses.
He's come back, come up 2 weight classes, and
Mhm.
changed his whole career around, and gave his career that resurgence and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And
Mhm.
I was buzzing for Troy Williamson,
Yeah.
even when he knocked out Mark Dickinson a few months ago, and
Mhm.
he's really he's proved a lot of people wrong. And I
Yeah.
put a tweet out and stuff. I became a fan because I've sparred him and
Yeah.
like-
You've shared a ring with him
Yeah.
in training, and you see what he's about. And
you see even how gracious in defeat Callum Simpson was. He's a genuine,
yeah,
nice.
a
Both
nice
of them
dude.
are nice, genuine guys, and
Yeah, I agree, man.
Showed a big art, and I feel like it was the ref gave Simpson too long of a
Too
chance.
much of a
Like,
chance.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah. I see a lot of people saying that they should have stopped it a little bit earlier, or his corner or whatever should have stopped it a bit earlier. Fair play to Troy Williamson though, because I actually, you know what? I seen him lose a few times a
Yeah.
few years back.
Yeah.
And I think he was on that level, British level, clearly British level,
Yeah.
looking at European level. And then I kind of thought, I think I'd seen him lost like a few times, and I kind of thought, okay, that's probably it then.
Yeah.
And yeah, here we are, man. End of 2025, and yeah, Commonwealth, European, is it?
European,
Yeah.
British.
Fair play to him. Well done to him, man. Good win
You
for
know, in
him.
our household, right, every weekend we watch boxing. You say, don't know if you've seen it the weekend. If I don't see it, my missus has got the boxing on. So
Yeah.
my missus is a massive boxing fan.
That's sick,
And
man.
she wasn't when I met her,
Mhm.
but now if I'm away in camp, I know back home she's got the zone on,
yeah.
or one of
Yeah.
the other
She's
channels,
tuning
and
in.
She's watching it. It's mental.
Mhm. That's
Really
sick.
is.
That's sick. Obviously, football's a passion, but yeah, you know what we're like with boxing, and we be checking out all the box. What was the last time when we were going to that ties thing, and we've gone to pick up Ty?
This guy, he's
We've
the
gone
kind
to
of
pick
guy.
up Ty.
He's the type of guy. He's driving.
Nah, hey,
Little
listen,
roads,
be careful, fam. Be careful.
He's got his phone on, watching the fight, trying to change the
No.
gear,
He like boxing.
watching the
Yo,
fight.
because we had the Fraser Clark fight. Fraser Clark was fighting
It was
thingy,
Fraser
and we've
Clark,
gone
yeah.
to pick up Ty, and Ty's like, let's go. And I'm like, Ty, listen, this is round 11. Let's just park the car for
It was
like
a good
3
round
minutes.
as well.
Let's just park the car for 3 minutes. And the fight ended in like the
Yeah,
final round or the
yeah,
round
yeah.
11 or something like that. Because I was like, yo, Ty, let's just wait. This fight's almost done. And Ty was like, yeah, you like boxing way too much, bro.
Let's finish up on boxing then, and then
Okay.
let's go a little bit into football. Any boxers from Portsmouth that upcoming that you think he could be a good one?
Do you know what? I don't think there's been a new crop. I think that we're waiting for a new crop to turn pro. There's 5 in our gym, but it's the same 5 it's been for the last couple of years.
Harley's been having a lot of fights, isn't he?
He had his first 4, retired for a few years, 4-0, got married, had another baby, and come back, and he's kind of took 5 fights on the road as the B side, and took a few losses, but he got a good win about 6 weeks ago by stoppage against a decent enough lad. Then his next fight after that, he was very unlucky not to get.
Yeah, I see that one. Yeah.
But he's making a little name for himself. He boxed last week and on the Matchroom show and got knocked out by Anthony Corolla's brother.
Okay, yeah. So
It was a Wednesday show. I went up, but he was doing so well and he was catching him, and he was probably winning the fight, Harley. And
Was it the first time he was knocked out?
yeah. But as he went down, he hurt his knee as he went down, so he's on crutches at the moment.
I see that
But
sometimes.
just before Christmas, so he ain't going to be fighting. He can
Yeah.
rest up now and rest
Recover.
up until he recovers. But I don't really know if there's anyone decent that has turned over in a while.
What happened to that boy that tried to come to you guys' camp?
What one?
Was it Cairo? Was his name Cairo?
Corral, yeah. I've seen him boxed amateur. The first time I met him was about a couple of years ago now, and he looked good. He boxed.
Did he look good?
He looked good. He's come up. I've sparred him before. Like, he's a few weights lighter, so he's moved around. But been threatening to turn pro for a while, but he hasn't. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. I know there's a lot of amateurs that are good fighters, but they go through that age where they
Get
go
closer
one
to the
way or
mic, innit?
They go one way or the other. I've seen many good fighters. I've boxed my whole life, and I've seen many good fighters that become an adult and then they have other responsibilities and stuff like that. So there's a lot of good fighters that have not made it.
Yeah.
And it's not because they're not good enough, it's because of life.
Yeah, who knows?
Life,
Who knows?
Yeah.
And lastly, obviously, you mentioned amateurs and pros. So, what's the big difference between amateur and professional? And what did you prefer out of the two?
Listen, I've only been successful in the pros. As an amateur, I was always good. Like, I play it down a little bit because I said, I never won a national title because I didn't. But I was always good enough to. I boxed some good fighters as an amateur. I boxed Jordan Gill. Anyone remember Jordan Gill?
Yeah.
Jordan Reynolds. I box all like the top lads, but just never had that kind. They're always real close fights and come up short. Over 3 rounds when you're fighting a guy that's probably already got the England vest on, like favoured to win by everyone.
Yeah.
It was hard. So I lost 13, 14 times as an amateur, and it weren't until I turned pro. Even then, I got to 10-0, not earning any money, and then we got a fight as the B side in Swindon for my first bout. It was the WBC Youth welterweight title, and it's a title Canelo once had. It's a title Tim Bradley once had.
Okay,
you know,
prestigious.
so, and I went to Swindon, and I remember I sold 98 tickets. I'll always remember that, 98 tickets. And I boxed a guy called Ryan Martin, and I feel like I was handpicked a little bit as the opponent because we were the same age as amateurs.
Yeah.
And as a junior, I don't think he boxed much as a senior, but as like a schoolboy and a junior, he was the best lad our age.
Okay.
He was like box for England and all stuff like that. He was the type of lad when he was 13 would knock kids out.
Yeah.
Like one of them, got his man strength really early.
Yeah.
So then we remembered each other, but I was the average amateur, he was the superstar, so I watched him a lot more than he'd ever watched me.
Yeah.
And mentality was a different level to his, and I'd won the fight before I even got in the ring. And
so you had no doubt you're going to win going into it?
Yeah, but it wasn't until that moment when I got my hands raised and like I took everything away from him. I was talking to him in the fight, talking to his corner. Like mentally, he lost that fight.
He probably never seen that in like that.
Yeah, and he was.
Like
I don't think like I bumped into him. I was in Dublin for Harley's stag do, and yeah, he was at the hotel. It's the only time I've ever seen him since. But Ryan Martin, because he was a real top amateur, that win there was special because I thought, I could actually do something in pro boxing. This is my first ever title.
Yeah.
Like, and I won that.
Rose to the occasion.
From there, like the top amateurs, Chris Congo, I beat him up. Like Sam McNess, he was on the GB team at one time. I completely beat him up too. Like
dropped him.
So they're two completely different sports. Pro's a lot more physical. It's not so much a sprint. We're not pitter-pattering as pros. You know, 8-ounce gloves.
Yeah, people
like
are going
no head
to
guard.
sleep.
Yeah, it's and I've just been more successful in the pro game. You know.
Now you've done well, man.
I couldn't wait to turn professional. I come from a professional boxing family, not an amateur boxing family. My dad is a professional trainer, manager. I was training and sparring the pros from 14 years old in the gym. I was, but still when I was at school, I was training like a full-time pro, running before school. My dad would either running or take us swimming before school. And then the 5 nights in the week, the nights I wasn't at the amateur club, I was at the pro gym. I never had time off. I never had like a day off. We didn't have a childhood.
That's all you knew though, isn't it?
Built to be a pro.
Yeah, so I was
always
as soon as
happen.
we were old enough, we were always gonna turn pro. We wasn't gonna sit in the amateurs for too long because we wasn't on the England team. We never had much success, so why wait?
Yeah.
We turned pro young. I was a little bit older than Lucas, but I think he turned pro about 6 months after me. But we turned pro the same sort of time.
Really?
And
obviously you got a son now. Do you reckon he'll be a boxer? If he says, "Dad, I want to be a boxer,"
I'll tell you something. Yeah, so I announced she was pregnant on this with you. But he was born in March. I always say I wouldn't want my son to be a boxer. I know too much of the boxing game to like the negative side of it, and I wouldn't want him to do that. But he came out, so she had a water birth, so we were in the pool, and I was the first person to catch him. So the midwife said, "Do you know, it'd be really good when she gives birth, you're there and he goes into your hands rather than anyone else's." So I was the first person who ever touched my son.
Amazing.
I picked him up and put him straight onto Brooke, and for the first 10 minutes of his life, he had his fists up like this, and I thought, this is he was born to be a boxer. But we'll see.
If he chose that way though, he's got the right tools around him anyway.
Yeah, he's got the right support.
And sometimes it just comes naturally, doesn't it? His dad's a professional boxer. His granddad is a professional trainer. His uncle's a professional. His
dad's mates.
Every
the whole life.
Like you said, boxing's always on the TV.
Mum's friend likes boxing. Everyone is boxing. So
he's naturally.
There's no getting away from it.
He's naturally involved in boxing anyway. So who knows? We'll see. A few years left for that though.
Yeah. Nah, that's good. And
amazing.
obviously, going to football now, finally. We're not even going to stay long football, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Firstly, obviously, you're a Pompey fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are they doing at the moment?
No, not great. We're just... I think we
Beat
just...
beat Swansea this was it Swansea
Drew, no?
Derby.
Drew, no, last weekend.
Was it a draw with Derby?
We went 1-0 up.
Oh mate, it finished a draw.
Uh,
It
we
did.
got to win the week before, though, didn't we? But
Yeah.
we haven't done well this season so far.
It's been.
I think we're 21st or 20th. I think,
Yeah,
maybe.
in the table, 21st at the moment.
21st. We're good enough not to get relegated, to be fair. We've got some good players and stuff.
What's the problem? Is it the manager? Is the manager good enough?
I think it's a hard league, bro. I think the championship is
Yeah.
It is a hard
league,
league.
bro.
Yeah,
It is hard.
It's
strong. I've been down probably 6 or 7 times at Fratton Park this season, and we never look out of place. Like even when we played Coventry, they're
teams,
I think top of the league. We were never looked out of place. Do you know what I mean? Like they beat us, but we were always in the game and stuff like that. So I don't know. We just have to see how the next few months. We need a few 3 points though. Definitely.
Yeah, a few wins just to settle the nerves and just
I
come
think
out.
they'll pick up enough to survive and stay in the championship.
Yeah.
Of which that would have been the
Well,
target, I think. To
last
just for now, just
season,
stay in the championship.
That was definitely the target last season. First season up in the new league, you just want to avoid relegation, and then you kind of would have thought, okay, cool, man.
Go up a bit.
This season push in a bit,
Need some
but
points.
this season as it's not turned out the way it is, and I think a lot of the teams that people predicted to struggle in the championship this season are actually doing okay.
Yeah.
It's some of the other teams that people didn't think would struggle that are struggling. And I think that's kind of thrown Pompey off a bit, because Pompey would have thought, okay, cool, we know these teams are going to struggle and we know we're better than these teams. But actually, it's not worked out that way. It's other teams that are down there.
Yeah.
And that's what's worrying, because the teams that are down there, you kind of expect them to get better at some point. And that's where Pompey need to make sure that we don't go into the relegation. So
Yeah.
It's
well,
mad, isn't it? The younger generation of Pompey supporters never experienced the highs.
yeah.
You know,
That's the thing,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
Last game I went to, I remember looking around. There's quite a few youngsters there.
And you're
I'm
like,
thinking,
they would never
wow.
have been seeing
They
Pedro
don't
Mendes.
know. They don't know
They wouldn't
that
have seen the FA
Ronaldinho
Cup.
came to play
FA
there.
Cup.
Yeah, we-
Champions
I went
League nights.
friendly. I went to AC Milan and Pompey game many years ago, which was like a friendly. And yeah, you saw some of the stars.
Yeah, we played them in the Europa League after we won the
Europa
FA
League,
Cup,
that's it,
and
yeah.
That's
we
it.
went up, and
Yeah.
and then
And that team was strong, you know.
Ronaldinho come on
Campbell,
and scored a
Jermaine
free kick, I
Defoe.
think.
Yeah.
We drew 2-2, I think, and
Yeah.
Man,
Oh.
the highs, the FA Cups, like Peter Crouch,
Kanu
the four
and them
England,
man there.
England
Kanu was like
internationals,
65 those days.
Kanu. Yeah, man.
they don't remember those.
Yeah,
days.
it's true.
It's a
But
shame, innit?
one day, everything
Premier
goes in,
League days.
everything goes in roundabouts, though. Everything goes
Yeah.
in roundabouts.
Yeah.
Look at teams like Nottingham Forest. Look how long
Thanks
they
to you,
spent
actually.
down in the lower
one of
leagues.
your camps, I actually got to speak to Harry Redknapp.
Yeah.
And I
Harry.
actually said to him,
When I boxed
Why
at
would you-
Bournemouth football stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, that's one of the things I was explaining to him one time when people said, like, I always support Chris Billam-Smith, and people don't know why, and I'm like, no, listen, you don't understand. Chris Billam-Smith needs to keep that belt so that the fights stay in
Yeah.
Keep
Bournemouth.
happening in
If the
Bournemouth.
fights stay in Bournemouth, we in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bournemouth's the closest to home I've boxed in 8 years.
Yeah.
I've boxed there 3 times, I think.
And
so-
they're always gonna need the home crowd, so they're always gonna think, what's McKinson up to?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Things like that. So we
Last-
needed him
when-
to stay in there.
when I boxed on his undercard at Bournemouth football stadium, you've got
Mm.
to remember my breakout was COVID time, and
Mm-hmm.
so like I never could sell tickets once I actually
Yeah.
had big fights and titles and that, and then I went to America,
Mm-hmm.
and like although a few people come out to when I fought in LA, but I never sold tickets for like a good 4 years,
Yeah.
like properly, and then I started fighting on the Bournemouth cards,
And then
when I fought at the Bournemouth Stadium, I remember everybody every day was coming. I lived in Portsmouth at
Was that the prison?
Kingston Prison at the time.
Mm.
I remember I didn't have to drop any tickets to anyone.
just
Every day, loads of people was just coming to my door,
sick.
and I remember handing Sky Sports. And although there's huge ticket sellers out there and stuff like that, I was never a big ticket seller when I turned pro. I would struggle to sell 30 tickets in Portsmouth, you know. So I handed Sky at the time when I was with Sky Boxer 26 grand in ticket money, and I thought, wow. how times have changed.
Yeah.
I know there's people that sell a lot more than that.
No,
but
that's sick.
for me, that was great.
That's sick. Yeah,
I sold a lot of tickets. Loads of people came to Bournemouth, and it was. That was my most enjoyable fight week like I've ever had. Being on the beach and Bournemouth Pier in the blazing.
It just looked good, didn't it? It just looked so good. The sun was out, everything.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
Bucket list football stadium.
Yes,
tick. But it's not Fratton Park.
Not Fratton Park. That's the next
the
one.
The vitality is not Fratton Park.
Well, like we were saying right from the beginning, like, most of the people that we spoke about, I think that most of the people in that top 5 pound for pound list that we said are over 35.
Yeah.
So
Father time, we'll shift them out of the
you
way.
still got time, bro.
Yeah.
You still got time.
Yeah.
And once you get in and once you get that first win back in,
looking forward
especially
to
if it's impressive, then you're back in, bro.
Looking forward to what the future holds, brother.
Now it's how do I come back from that loss? You know, now I've got that chip on my shoulder again, and that point to prove again. Because although I've had a fight since the loss, it wasn't anything to worry about. So I've got kind of proving to do again. A little bit in a position like before I broke out, you know, when no one wants to give me a chance and stuff like that. So like when it does come,
take
I've
it with
got
both, grab it with both,
boot the door through and prove people wrong. Because there's many people thought when I lost against Mbenge, probably still think that McKinson's finished. Look how I looked against Mbenge. McKinson's finished. So I'm looking forward to proving people wrong again next year.
Look forward to see it, man.
Yeah, we'll all be backing you, and everyone in Pompey will, I'm sure, my bro. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us an insight into what life is like. I know he knows, he's been there at the camps, but for myself, it's been really, really good to see what's like. And
very
for
impressed
everyone
with your boxing knowledge.
I love my bro.
I'm very impressed.
I love my bro.
Yeah, so we're gonna go into football, and what we do today, we're just gonna do our team of the week. We do a team of the week after every week, so it means that we watch all the games because you got to like make the team of the week.
Right.
I know when it comes to Premier League, from the last time I spoke to you, you're still
from the
back in the Giggsy playing in the wing.
Giggsy, my guy.
You know, from the weekend, team of the week, you've got to put Morgan Rogers in it.
Yeah. So you know what we're talking about.
I'm mad, but I have to.
I don't.
It is unreal, innit?
That was you got a brace.
So how we do it? I usually I don't know if you've got a list.
Yeah,
I come with my list. He comes with a list. And then
why didn't you ask me to do a list? Now I haven't got a list.
No, you should have.
Should have, you know. No, but what we'll do, we'll talk about the list. But obviously, you're in the conversation.
Yeah, I know. He said, he already said Giggsy, and then man dropped the most current Morgan Rogers brace. He's like, yo, okay.
No, it's because he used to always make jokes about it. When I tried to speak football with him, he would say something like, well, Beckham, did he score? Do you know
that's like when I speak to T about football. T was like, oh, Drogba. I'm like, big man, bro.
I have an FPL team and stuff like that with like my mates and stuff.
Okay. I've got myself an FPL. I'm not doing good.
Was it this weekend when Voltamade scored, or was it last week?
He scored this weekend.
I had him on the bench. I put him on the bench.
Oh, fuming.
Yeah.
Fuming. Do you know what happened? Mbuemo. You know what I was complaining about Mbuemo going to the African Cup of Nations last? You know, he actually ended up playing against Bournemouth. Obviously, he was shit anyway, but he ended up playing. So he was in the team, but you know, like on FPL when it says that they're not available because they've gone. He was there, he was available, he played. But what I fucked up is this week I didn't forgot to take him out because he's definitely gone now. And I didn't take him out. So yeah, man. But
right, let's go to that team of the week, and obviously you're tuned in, so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So in goal, who do you have?
Donnarumma. I think that's a straightforward choice, though.
So the only other options I had other than Donnarumma was Martinez and Sanchez.
Sanchez
had a good game, and he actually, not a good game, but I liked the assist. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think
he made an assist.
That was good. That was good. They want to João Pedro, right?
Yeah.
You know what? He might have to get it just because of that, though.
Now Donnarumma had a good game.
Now you see, bring back to Donnarumma.
No, Donnarumma is my main guy, but obviously I'm gonna put some names out there.
You're doing devil's advocate, but now when I'm saying, actually, I like the guy that you just said. Okay, cool.
Donnarumma was
let's do Donnarumma. No, I watched the game and I thought Donnarumma was amazing. I thought he was class. He was 3-0 clean sheet.
One of the best keepers in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
If not the best.
Yeah, he just won the best keeper in the world award like a few weeks ago, but this was obviously for his performances in the last year or so. Yeah. But I still think he's one of the best keeper, if not the best keeper in the world right now. Team of the week goalie, he's in.
All right, right back. Who do you have?
I had Reece James, but I feel like he played centre mid.
No, Reece James played centre mid. They had Malo Gusto in the right, because I would have had him. They played Malo Gusto in the right back.
Okay, so Reece James is in.
Did you see any right backs that were playing well this week?
No. I mean,
I've actually got Urian Timber.
Listen, if you gave me at least an hour's notice, I would have came with.
Tell you what, next time I'll do that then. Next time we're gonna have to bring you next time.
For sure. Bro,
my bad.
Sure.
Didn't I?
Do you know what? I've messaged him a few
should've.
times after watching the clips of you guys. So it's been a long time coming on.
Oh, we're glad to have you on as our first guest. It had to be.
First guest on the podcast.
It had to be.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It had to be.
Never had a guest on the podcast.
And the thing is, we always say about it as well. But then the thing is, you just crack on. And then when he told me, he sent me a message, said confirmed Mikey in for the pod. I was like,
yesterday.
Get in there, yeah.
That's how we do things.
A day's notice.
I know. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, bro.
Forget that we're dealing with superstars.
I had a bit of a problem over the last week with my car as well. I was like, I live in Fareham, so
okay. So you're like,
got it sorted.
Good thing is, Mikey's never said to me, speak to my manager or anything like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mikey said, listen, check my manager.
At this sort of time, speak to Brooke.
He'll tell you my schedule.
Yeah. So obviously, I got Urian Timber.
Yeah.
And simply because I didn't think many right backs stood out, but I think he just did what he's supposed to do and he was solid.
I agree, man. They kept a clean sheet. Right back, Urian Timber, he goes in. Yeah. I don't
centre backs, I got a guy called Bijou. I don't know if you saw this guy called Bijou. But Bijou scored a goal.
The fuck is that, bro?
You don't know Bijou?
No, bro.
You must have seen him, bro. If you watch the highlights of the games.
Nah, man. Which one was that? Which one did I miss?
Come on, think about it, man.
Bijou. Bro, I've
no, he didn't score. He assisted.
Okay, then he didn't score because I'm thinking goal. I didn't see no Bijou.
He plays for Leeds. Leeds won 4-1 against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I see that. Is that the one where Calvert-Lewin was going cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nah.
So Bijou scored Calvert-Lewin's second goal.
He assisted Calvert-Lewin.
Assisted Calvert-Lewin's second goal.
Okay.
And obviously they won 1-0, but the goal they considered was a penalty. You couldn't really.
There's not much he could have done about that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I got him in there, but I've got him in there with Ruben Diaz. I don't know
this is going to be a.
I don't know what options you have for centre back.
This is going to be a Man City thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
not really.
I could already see. I could already see this.
Not really, but I can only talk about what I see, bro.
I saw the Man City game as well. I thought, yeah. To be fair, okay, cool. So you have him. Who did I think else was good? The other guy that I thought that was playing good was in the Brentford lineup. They kept a clean sheet against Wolverhampton as well.
I should hope so as well.
Yeah, I know. I should hope they did. Yeah. No, I have no problem with Bijou and Ruben Diaz. So let's go in then. So we've got
left back. I'll let you say it because you're gonna say it's an agenda again.
Nah, let's see. What I have it for left back. I don't have a left back in. I have CMs, centre mid, left wing, strikers.
You know when you don't have a person in straight away, that means that wasn't an easy.
Because I watched it, and you know when you're watching it and you're thinking, am I really gonna put him in left wing, in left back, just because no one was doing amazing, in my opinion. I don't think anyone.
That's why I didn't end up just going with the tried, proven, and tested
Man City. So as soon as
Nico O'Reilly has been unreal.
That's what I mean, bro. You can't do this. Fam, we can't have. We should have a limit to how many. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Right, cool.
We should have a limit to how many you can have.
So for me, it's not about that because there's times when I come in, it's not about the City players, bro. There's times when I come in, it's just other people. Okay,
I came, and as soon as I knew that you guys was doing this, I knew half your team would be City.
Yeah,
it's not actually. So I only got Donnarumma, Diaz, and O'Reilly.
Okay.
And maybe Haaland, but it's a maybe. Haaland because there's options.
I think you should only have three, more than three from the same team.
You shouldn't be allowed to have more than three.
Just like FPL,
just like FPL, you can't have more than three players.
I think Morgan Rogers, just to say for now, this season, I think Morgan Rogers in most of our team of the weeks than anyone else.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't think that's a. But he
Who
deserves
else?
it. He deserves it.
I think
Yeah.
Haaland as well, but you got.
He's my FP.
Nico O'Reilly as well, to be
Yes.
fair.
Nico O'Reilly, he's been
He
in a
is.
few as well.
Yeah.
No, so I think the ones for me is you have Lewis Hall. He's a potential for Newcastle against Chelsea this week. I thought he was
but
good.
that 2-2 game, Lewis Hall as well. I saw him. He had a couple things. He had a couple moments where you're like,
Not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But let's just finish up that team of the week. The time
Okay,
has really
left
gone.
back. Let's go for Nico O'Reilly because I've actually had a proper look. And yeah, he's the best option.
See, it's not a
So
bias
you've
thing,
got
bro. It's just what I
Donnarumma,
saw.
we've got Ruben Diaz, and we've got Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Okay, that means Walter Matters our striker. Then let's just have that right now. Then
There's
'cause
Declan Rice as well.
Haaland can't be.
No,
striker.
there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and I feel like he deserves it now, man.
You know what?
We're
you know
talking
what?
bad about
I
him.
think
I feel
I have
like
to.
he
I have
deserves it.
to. I have to do an apology to Calvert-Lewin because I was
Yeah.
talking shit.
I think he deserves it this
I'm talking
week. I think he deserves it.
6
bro.
goals in 5 games.
I think he deserves it this week.
Yeah, my bad.
I
You
want
know when you have
Dominic
to say my
Calvert-Lewin
bad?
this week.
Yeah, I have to say my bad because
Yeah.
I genuinely sat here and said he's a championship level striker.
Every time we speak bad on someone here,
yeah.
they go on.
They
to-
go on a run.
we
bro.
did the episode where we were saying how good Slot is,
Yeah.
how since he's come, and then since then they went on that run.
That was literally the week before. They've been shit since. So it works the other way. Every time we say someone's doing bad, they turn up. So now you have to give credit where credit's due, innit? Dominic Calvert-Lewin, just for that, to be fair, I think he does deserve to be in the team. Just because of how much we've dragged his name through the mud, you know.
Alright, cool. Let's go through the midfield then.
Okay, in the midfield, we have Reece James, I think was outstanding.
Reece James goes in there. I got him in there as well.
We have Morgan Rogers, who has to be in the team. This
Morgan Rogers in the 10.
in the cam.
Yeah. So there's Janelt.
Yeah,
Did you see him? For
is it Brentford?
Brentford.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Yeah,
Then Starch, I just liked his goal.
I've got Stack.
I liked his goal in Leeds. So
Yeah.
I don't know, between Janelt and Starch
Well, I saw.
and Reinders, one of them can get the
actually,
score.
I actually had Reinders, yeah,
Reinders
but
was good.
I had Reinders, but we can't have him in there no more. We've exceeded our quota now, so.
So Mike
do you
has
know
just
what's
come and
mad,
created
yeah?
a rule today.
Do you know what's mad? I had Reinders, I had Foden, I had Nico Gonzalez. Your midfield was on fire though.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
You've used all of them.
No, we didn't even know about using, bro. It's just about thingy, bro.
Bro, but-
It's just about who played
I don't
good.
think we've ever had more than the same team has more than 3 players though.
Nah, I
I know. I think it's an unwritten rule. It's not an official rule, but
don't think
I think
so.
at some point
Well,
we're
now
like,
you're making it
nah,
official. Why if
yeah.
the team is just that good, bro?
What 11 City
Nah,
players? That's
not
what
11.
you.
That's just ridiculous.
This
isn't
guy.
it?
Nah, I think we should go for Statch in the midfield. Anton Statch
I'm okay with
The
that.
Leeds
so
guy.
James, Starch, and Morgan
and
Rogers.
Morgan
Yeah.
Rogers. Yeah, so we got them
Um,
3 in.
On the right wing, I've got a guy called Lewis Potter.
Keane Lewis Porter,
Scored 2.
2 goals, 2 good goals as well for Brentford.
Mhm.
Yeah, good. I think that's a 6.
Of which that
That's a
Yano.
good
That's why I
shout.
wanted to have Yano in because he assisted one of them, and I was like, right, that's sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
But
good
anyway,
shout.
so Lewis Potter, I've got him in the right.
Left wing, I've got Anthony Gordon. Who have you got?
Anthony Gordon or Semenyo.
Yeah, that's a good shout too. Semenyo scored. Yeah,
Gave them hope because they've not been having a good time
yeah,
actually.
yeah. You're right.
Gave them hope.
And we'll round off on
I'll let that
Semenyo.
up to you. Who do you want, Gordon or Semenyo?
I pick Anthony Gordon because Semenyo's been in our team a few times as well.
Mike, what do you reckon?
Gordon, I think.
Anthony
Gordon.
yeah.
What
I'll
are you
go for-
saying?
Yeah, I'll go for Anthony Gordon.
All right, so Gordon's in the team.
Yeah, he was a problem. He was a problem. And he's been good recently as well.
And we say the strikers,
Walter
Dominic-
Mada
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We
Dominic
already said
Calvert-Lewin.
Dominic Calvert,
Yeah,
innit?
it should be Calvert-Lewin.
Sorry, Walter Mada, but the reason why I'm not voting for Walter Mada is because really he should have had a hat trick. I saw Bruno G put a mad pass
Yeah, he missed
and
that
he missed
one.
it, innit?
Yeah,
And he
he's a
put
great
it
player
out.
though. I like him. I like him a lot. So
Alright.
that's our team of the
That's
week
our
then.
team of the week. We got in goal Donnarumma, right back Timber. We got Bijou and Diaz centre backs. We got left back O'Reilly. We got James and Statch and Morgan Rogers in the midfield. Lewis Potter right mid. Anthony Gordon left mid, and we got Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. What do you guys reckon of the team?
I think it's a good team. A bit too many City players in there for my liking, but yeah. Other
What
than
you
that,
mean, bro? We didn't even add Haaland in there, bro. Haaland really
one City player is too many City
Rangers
players.
had a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true say. No,
But
it was a
is what
good
it
dominant win from them. Final one. Anton Semenyo is leaving Bournemouth this January transfer window. It's been confirmed. However, he's going to be going to one of 4 teams: Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea are interested, and Liverpool are
He's
interested.
a Chelsea fan, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, we've seen him with Chelsea gear and everything.
Swear.
So Chelsea, that's why they've now come in. They're one of the last people that's come
Chelsea
in.
don't need him.
Liverpool was one of the first out of the 4.
Yeah, so Liverpool were the first choice, but then Chelsea then found out, and it's come out
Chelsea
now.
always find out and then try and get hijack deals. Anyway,
But
who
really
do you
and truly,
think, who do you think he's going to?
really and truly, City.
Oh, this guy. Anyway, 2 up
yes,
top,
yeah.
guys. It's been nice, yeah. Love.
Mike, thanks for coming through as
Thanks
well,
for
man.
coming through, Mikey. It's great having you.
Thank you.
Come on.